for the impossible. However, Mr. Jackson and his legal team will be appealing the ruling. A press conference at the Spanish Court Hotel in St. Andrew on Friday, hours after opposition member of Parliament Fitz Jackson lost his bid for the Supreme Court to issue a summary judgment that the Bank of Nova Scotia (BNS) breached the Bills of Exchange Act by charging fees to encash checks. I was expecting a better judgment, obviously, um, but I'm also mindful of the implication of a judgment one way or the other. The summary judgment was applied for after Mr. Jackson filed a suit against BNS for breaching his rights. This after he was charged a $385 fee for encashing a $2,500 check in 2019. Mr. Jackson's attorney Anthony Williams explained why the summary judgment was applied for. Having meticulously examined the court documents and the defense filed by BNS, there were certain concessions made that led us to the conclusion that it would have been BNS who would not have had a real path of success. However, Supreme Court Judge Justice Crescentia Brown Beckford found that the Bank of Nova Scotia did not breach the Bills of Exchange Act nor the Banking Services Act. The judge also found that the bank's right to charge a fee for the service falls under the Code of Conduct under the Banking Services Act. You could see some glaring inconsistencies, contradictions in the analysis by the judge. And most importantly, as I mentioned earlier on, this lawsuit was based from the very beginning on the provisions of the Bills of Exchange Act, not the Banking Services Act. It must be noted that since the case was brought before the bank, BNS has since discontinued charging fees for checks. Now, as for what's next,
I'm doing something. Yo, what is that? What is that? What is this?
Supermarket, I'm checking the bill. Any effort that can protect the everyday Jamaican is about to work.
You should not do that.
And I intend to do
From last time you did not do
inside or
that.
outside of
You did
Marley.
not do that. So you should not do that. Somebody's got to give you $1,000.
The bill tabled at the time is still
If you do that, somebody's got to give $1,000.
How do we make it stop?
If you do that,
Question from politicians this
if you
evening.
do that, they're going to give you $1,000.
Manchester. As Krista Campbell reports, the incident has left another set of students and teachers traumatized, even as the police try to find culprits and motive. Police vehicles and crime scene tapes provided an unwanted backdrop for the final day of the school week at Homewood Technical High in Manchester Friday morning. Amid the sea of students dismissed not long after school started, flowing tears and a comforting embrace reflected the shattered safety in a community rocked by crime and ensuing police curfews in recent times. Rohan Gentles, better known as Scrooge, was the target of a lone gunman's bullets, which claimed his life as he sat in a coaster bus in front of the school's auditorium, waiting to transport under 14 and under 15 scholars to their rescheduled matches at the college. It happened after 8 o'clock. The police are still investigating and have not yet determined a motive for the killing. Krista Campbell, TVJ News.
Yo.
School. He explains the suspected shooter escaped after the killing in a waiting motor vehicle. He says police will be stationed at the school to offer security for those who
We had to take off your pants after midnight from my living room. We're not seeing them, we just, Ooh, yes.
such person would have probably waited at the gate.
I'm on something. I can't.
Oh, like children. Oh. Yo, I want to go.
And in condemning the incident, Education Minister Dana Morris Dixon says this second act of violence has no place in society, especially within the country's educational institutions. The ministry, she says, will be providing critical support to the students, staff, and other members of the school community. Additionally, a review of the safety and security protocols at the school will be done to identify any gaps and strengthen movement to safeguard the whole population.
Wow.
Also on this evening, Margaret being trial transferred to Westmoreland and in business news.
Excuse me, Malachi.
174%
What you think? Don't put it in the garbage or nothing there, so you know. This is what you go do, because it cannot go in these things. That cannot go in this. So see one garbage something up on there, so you better go put it in it. If you don't want it, don't put it on your mouth.
Small business owners and independent contractors get affordable insurance with Sagicor Pro Shield. Designed by Sagicor Life is step 15.
This weekend, I'm giving out up to 65% off on select items, November 15 and 16. I'm who won them and the biggest and the maddest deals of the area. Start to win
Yo, I don't know how I used to, or I killed someone because they were I got the gun when I was big. don't know.
A watch for
Though I have Robux. If I would, let me tell you guys. If I would have Robux,
more favorable than usual for the start. Prepare for it.
if I would have Robux, I would have buy these stuff.
Action must be taken to protect life and
But
property.
no,
Knowledge of
I
the
don't have no
area is
Robux.
key to know what message applies to you.
Wait. Yo, I am getting Sherry finally.
That's when she sent it homework over a weekend, right, and then there. The homework not come yet. The homework not come soon tomorrow. I must see hiding my hiding. Where you hiding this one?
Spanish in our own room.
So you get Spanish homework in there?
Yo.
Yeah. What you do with my other phone?
Luigi.
Next thing, me a come from where I took one, me a pay 1,000 a day for beer. Cops done, and a 1,000 a day me a pay for beer. But they not give me.
The hotel workers also want union representation. Jamaica Confederation of Trade Unions called for the establishment of a joint council for which will look at the treatment of workers in the sector and other pertinent matters relating to tourism.
The government needs to stop this contract business because we're working 3, 4, 5, 6 years. And when it's not paying out, we don't go with nothing. We can't work for this. Yes, and we need some union because we don't have nobody talk. We don't have nobody talking for us. We don't have a union. They have something that they call staff association. They're not speaking us for us. They only will join until us on our pay. And the end of the day, they're not talking for the staff. We need somebody that will talk, represent us. So when we have an issue, we can go and talk to that person.
Of note, there were several union representatives at the protest.
We ensure that our workers are well secured in their job, getting equitable wages. And that is why we come in today in order to have them unionized. Because we will be their lawyers and the police in all terms and conditions of their employment.
exclusive right.
Why I think that I just want to respect the division. I was sitting on the inside with the general manager to sit now and go through the factors that you have read because you guys are democratic right to do what you do.
Nikinsky Robinson, TVJ News.
And still out west, the Marriott Neal trial will be moved to Westmoreland Circuit Court. Justice Bertram Morrison made the revelation in the St. James Circuit Court earlier today. A February 17 mentioned date has been given for the 3 police personnel charged with the 2014 death of Keane. The deceased man, says Rashi will have first the case to be transferred to Hannibal. And the matter will now move forward.
Somewhere other up the line because then it's a little way out. And at one point I rather Kingston because then I know there's a lot of court rulings and you find more people so then what as long as it's happening in what I'm fine with it.
That he's comfortable with the Westmoreland Circuit Court.
They're like there, so.
But it is, I just can't imagine traveling against that every day. But the amount of time I think it's going to be. Motorists traveling along Crossroad in Chapelton, Clarendon are being urged to exercise caution as the thoroughfare suffered extensive damage following Sunday's earthquake. I'm more Harriet.
What's
Around 10:50 Sunday morning, a magnitude 5.6 earthquake rocked Jamaica. Exactly 1 hour later, an even bigger quake. At the time, there were no reports of serious injuries or damages across land, but Clarendon, a frightening
Because me know why I mess up because I ate the earthquake.
They've noticed throughout this week
Yo.
that the road is slowly collapsing into a nearby gully.
So much so that if it's not corrected like immediately, it's going to become impossible very, very soon. That section of Crossroads, there's a fault it seems in that whole place there. And after the earthquake, the road was cracked in a number of places. What has now happened? It is now falling. Right? There are some sections that's probably about a foot lower than other sections.
A team from the National Works Agency and the Ministry of Works was on location Friday. TVJ News understands that there's a deeper geological issue.
This is a moving hill, The entire hill all the way from moving into the gully. And the type of soil here is very prone to landslide. So sometimes it happens deep. I mean, one of my older constituents told me that before there was a house that was built in the gully. So from time to time, those kinds of geology of the area, they have these types of challenges.
The roadway has now been transformed into one-lane traffic as repair work is scheduled to get underway shortly. But the minister says this work is only a temporary fix.
You're going to have to fix it, and then you're going to have to see a long-term solution for it. Obviously, we can't having to repair a road that is collapsing into the gully, you have to find a solution to ensure that the connection is maintained.
One resident made this recommendation. In the interim, there are no alternative routes for motorists. Urging drivers to exercise caution when traveling through the area. Harriet, TVJ News.
The Manchester Municipal Corporation has issued a stop order to the developer carrying out construction on a building which houses the new KFC in Christiana. But as you'll hear in this report, the developer is claiming the order is unreasonable.
Anticipation was high in Christiana, Manchester about the opening of
area, but it appears they'll have to wait a little longer. While addressing the Manchester Chamber of Commerce on Thursday, more than they were given. And that is my main question. The stop order was issued. Some asking questions. But on Friday, the franchise sought to clarify the issue. In a release, KFC Jamaica said it does not own the building currently under construction, but instead is a tenant. The release added the stop order issued pertains to the